Alright, we got an update on this monstrosity. Things are coming along, sort of. It holds water, or it holds water out. You get the idea. These are just tacked in, but we got cross member / bearing support. Those are in. These gears actually mesh pretty nicely. Is it exact? No. Will it do for what I need for now? Yes. I anticipate bigger problems down the road, so that'll do for now. Gotta take the motors up to the shop with my brother, who is the master welder. We're gonna take these bad girls, grind something down to fit in there, and then further cut it down on the tip to receive one of these bellows couplings, and that is how we will tie it to the shaft. Who knows, maybe that's a bad idea. Only one way to find out. It worked on the test rig, and it was a really shitty version of that. We had to chop the shit out of these motors. Bye-bye half of that one's old bar oil reservoir, but we don't need that shit, and it's got other bolts, as you can see right there. There's another one on the bottom, don't worry about it. But it'll hold the case together, that's the point. How do I know? Because I think so. I got a gas tank from Uncle Jeff, some tubing, still working out my how I'm going to run these choke cables. I have an extremely high quality throttle cable. It's definitely not for a lawnmower. No, it's custom made for a kayak. Obviously. Where's the bag from that thing? It's hysterical. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, don't worry about the grass. It's fine. Because focus, so professional. That looks focused and professional. Definitely not a sketchy little skiff to smoke weed in a creek in. It's not what this is about. Anyhow, so I don't feel like reaching behind me and ripping out a shoulder blade and still not pulling these hard enough to get them started. Because you got to pull pretty hard on them. Concerningly hard. Because I want to stress these motors out. The motor mounts that I made out. I basically just remove these plastic frames that these things sit on. Like this one, the gas tank is still intact. We're not using it. It's empty. This one, the gas tank had to go because it's too close to this jammy. But those are screwed down hard with 2-inch stainless screws down to the deck on top of riser plates. A fancy word for a little starboard I cut to get it to height. And then these things are screwed back to them with their rubber mounts as the way they started life before I got a hold of them and molested them. And I don't want to yank them free and break it. So I have come up with an idea. We'll see if it works. So I took some of this stuff, which I've been building a yak out of. This is starboard high-density polyethylene. If you're not familiar, they make lots of stuff for boats out of it. Boo-boo plates to, if you have too big of a hole and you're getting a smaller GPS or vice versa. Cutting boards are frequently made out of them. Bait cutting and, fish cleaning boards. It's great material, I think. It's kind of a pain in the ass to work with, I'm not going to lie. I've had to teach myself all about plastic welding and shit. One of these days I'll teach myself about cleaning up. Don't worry about it. But anyway, back to the point at hand here. This is my answer for the starting system. So I've cut these. These are little pulley blocks. They're not quite finished yet. That's what I'm doing this morning. I'm drilling the other one. I'm drilling the hole for the pulley right now. But I got myself these pulleys, again, from Uncle Jeff. Everything's from Amazon. This whole goddamn piece of shit's from Amazon. The motors are from Amazon. The kayak actually used to be my buddy's. Shout out Noah. But I got these, right? Same exact diameter as these shafts, 8mm. Everything, this is all RC parts. And I got more of these jammies. So I'm going to cut a couple pieces. I'm going to undersize the holes in these and push them through with a vise. Trap this in the middle. And the whole thing is going to sit down here. These two marks are roughly the center of the edge of the pull start wheel in here. So I'm going to drill another hole at the bottom of this, place that right about there so that it rotates the direction that the starter cord is pulling. I'm going to take these old ropes that came with this thing. That string is going to go. I'm going to rewind the starter with this paracord, once again from good old Uncle Jeff. And then route it. I'll probably use like a piece of PEX pipe to conduit through here. Bring it out the front, and it's going to be a foot strap. So it's technically going to be a kickstart. Either that or I'll yank the motor right off its mount and ruin it. You know, only one way to find out. So yeah, that's where things are at. Hopefully. The next thing to figure out after this is going to be exhaust. That's going to be a nightmare, but the whole thing's been a nightmare. You ever take way too big of a bite, but you kind of just soldier on and chew through it, and it takes 5 minutes and your jaw kind of starts to hurt, but you get the thing done? That's kind of where I'm at with this thing. I was like, this will be simple. I design systems at work, and I install them, and they're for big houses, and this should be a piece of cake. No, this has been a pain in the ass. It has been a humbling experience. It's been a lot of fun. I've learned a lot. I've learned you can get basic machine stuff on Amazon and eBay so friggin' easy. You can build whatever you want. It's incredible, as long as it's teeny and kind of goofy. But yeah, we're coming along. I got a big dumb hole dug in the backyard. I'm going to throw a tarp in it and fill it with water, and that's why I want to test this thing. I want to make sure that it can sustain, you know, a moderate amount of thrust for a long period of time. I don't know, 45 minutes. I want to see what the fuel consumption rate is, because I don't really know. There are a ton of unanswered questions. For all I know, this whole system could go and have to be replaced by something else. We got to get to the testing stage to find out. And a little update on this weird project of mine. Thanks, folks.